Hello and welcome. As you probably guessed, I am MotherAzure, but you can also call me Maria. I am back again with another pick a card, and today's reading is going to be about what does your person think of you. Now, I know this is something that people usually ask in relation to another person they're interested in romantically, and I'm pretty sure that's what most people are going to be asking about here, but I want to clarify that this can apply to any person, any type of relationship you have with them. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be someone you just met. It doesn't really matter. It applies to anyone. If I say something in relation to an actual romantic partner and that's not the case for you, simply do not take it. It's still a general reading, even though it's a pico card. So I'm just letting you know about that right now because I know this is a theme, a question people ask a lot when it comes to tarot, especially on YouTube, and it's about love, right? So I already pre-picked the oracle. We only have 2 oracle cards. I'm gonna be using a new deck that I got yesterday, and it's the Tarot of the Divine. I am absolutely in love with this deck, and this is gonna be the first time I'm gonna use it for a reading. So we're trying that out. It's something new, but I really love the deck and I really connected to it. So that's what we're gonna be using. I'm gonna be shuffling on camera the tarot for each single group. Now, before I start, I am going to say I am going to be away. I'm going traveling to visit my family in Cuba for 2 weeks in August, but I'm going to be posting videos. I'm going to film some videos in advance. I'm just letting you know in case you comment and I don't reply, it's because I'm not here. Okay, so I think I said everything I was gonna say. Oh, and we're gonna use this. This is also an addition. It's the I found some dice that I didn't know I had, and we're gonna use this to see if we get some angel numbers for you. So if you like numerology, I'm adding that for you. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into your piles. For pile 1, you have the cardinal. Sometimes I've called it red robin. No, it's a cardinal. For pile 2, you have the bumblebee, and for pile 3, you have the bluebird. Hello for your pile 1 with the cardinal. This is your reading. I'm going to put the cardinal over here. Oh, is it going to slide down? No. Okay. Well, it may when I start shuffling, but I'm just going to leave it right there. So these are your 2 oracle. I'm going to look at them. Both are moon related oracle. And it's interesting because I felt like using it, and the day I'm recording this is the day of the full moon in Capricorn. But also, like, since you're asking about someone that you want to know what they think of you, the moon represents usually subconscious things, but also secrets. So if they're trying to keep that from you, we're going to find that out. So, you know what? I'm just going to flip them and then I'm going to get into shuffling your tarot, okay? So your first oracle from the Moonology Oracle is conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. And the other one this is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. It's flower moon, blossoming number 33. I'm going to get your dice in a minute, okay? So if you want to skip the shuffling, I'm going to put something in the description so you can skip it. Sometimes I speak during the shuffling and sometimes it's part of the message, but it's up to you. I'm going to indicate if I said something important in the timestamp, okay? Oh, next to the timestamp. So let's see what pile 1's person think of them. Ooh. That's the 4 of Swords. This one, the 4 of Swords, the 3 of Swords. Oh my god. That is very, like, I've shuffled this yesterday. Like, it's a new deck, but I shuffled it yesterday because I used it for a reading for myself. So these cards really shouldn't be like next to each other anymore. I shuffle like crazy, like both. See, I knew it was gonna fall. Both on and out of camera because I like things to be well shuffled and as they're supposed to come out, not simply because they were in that order. So let's see. This is the Empress. Okay, that's interesting. I'm gonna use 3 for now. If I need more, I'll get more. So your dice. I don't know. Some people call it die. I don't know why. Let's see. 6, 3, 5. Okay. So for your dice here, you can look at these numbers individually for the numerologically. So 6, 3, and 5, or you can see it as a complete number. So 635. You can go ahead and do that if you want. I am not an expert in numerology, so I'm not going to give you suggestions about this. It's up to you to look it up if you feel called to. So you got these cards. So you got Four of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Empress. This is a very interesting combination because I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this person, like they know that you have been through a lot, and they may be struggling right now in some way. So they kind of look up to you in a way. Now, this doesn't mean that they are putting you on a pedestal. I think that it's quite the contrary. They see you as someone that they have a lot to learn from. They you may have told them about hardships that you have been through in your life, because we have this here. So this is these cards. They have stories that are based on mythology, folklore, whatever. This is Fenrir. I'm probably butchering that. I am so sorry. He's a Nordic god in the form of a giant wolf. And the thing here is that usually the Four of Swords, I see it as rest, but in this depiction of the Four of Swords, it feels more forceful. Like you told them that at some point in your life you were tied down, and you were hurt in one way or another, and then you had to go through the painful experience of doing the healing for yourself. And if you haven't told them, I feel like it's maybe that they think that has been the case, or they can see it and sense it when they talk to you. Especially with the blossoming here, I like this a lot because you got the 33, and then you got the Empress as also a 3. And then you have the Three of Swords, so there are a lot of 3s here. So apart from these numbers, you may want to look up 333, okay? Or any combination of these numbers that you may have been seeing. So they feel like, when I say they look up to you, they see you as someone who has a lot of motherly energy. If there's like someone romantic for you, it doesn't mean that they see you as a mom. It's more like they find that they think that you are very nurturing. And if they have been through difficult things themselves, they feel that maybe you can help them, and you can. I heard make the hurts go away, which is something like a child would say. So I don't know. Maybe some of you are asking about your own children, but it sounded like make the hurt go away. So maybe they think that you could help them with that, and kind of guide them through whatever it is that they are going through right now, which may be painful. And if not right now, there's something from their childhood. So this feels like, I'm gonna be honest, this what they think of you, it's going along the lines of them having an attachment issue, which doesn't necessarily have to be bad. There are a lot of people who have attachment issues, but it's like they think they're attached to you in a way because they see you as this motherly and good figure in their life. Whatever your stance is in their life, whatever you think your stance is in their life, they actually see you like this more subconsciously. I am going to say with this full moon eclipse, they're thinking about possibly changing their approach with you. So if this is someone that is romantically interested in you, for example, maybe they have been talking to you for a while and they have been subtle. So they may actually start being a lot bolder. And so because I feel like they don't think that their approach is working, or they're not sure if you're interested either, if this is about a romantic relationship. So they may actually start to come on a little bit harder. I don't feel like it's forceful. It's more like, okay, maybe I'm not doing this the right way. Let me change something up to make sure that this person knows what I think of them and that I am interested, okay? If this is not about a romantic relationship, you can discard that part. But it's like they may start, regardless of what type of relationship this is that you have with this person, I feel like they're going to become a little bit more vulnerable. So at first, this person may have been someone that was very closed off, very they seemed cold in some way, or just you know how what a scared animal looks like, that they're kind of retreating into a corner, and they are kind of like, for example, a cat if they're scared, they kind of back into a corner and they seem like they're going to get aggressive, but in reality it's almost like a defense. So that's the energy this person is giving me. So it's kind of like you have somehow gotten to them, so you got through to them in some way. So now they trust you a little bit more and they see you as this Empress figure, because I don't think that they see you as either of these. They see you as this is the only major arcana in this spread that I have here, and I feel like this really does encompass the energy that they see you in. So they see you as the Empress, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman. They see you as having the energy of the Empress. Now this is the Virgin of Guadalupe, and because of that, incorporating that myth into the interpretation that I'm having here, they also may see you as someone who always knows what to say. It's like you're always there when it matters. You're there at the right time, right place. So when they've been in need, you may have been there and you may have been able to tell them what they needed to hear, right? So I feel like they think you're someone very sensitive, very empathetic, and they really like that about you. I'm feeling a lot of Cancer energy here, even though there's no card here that represents Cancer. There's nothing here related to the zodiac sign Cancer, but I'm really feeling that energy. So you or them, so either way, may have either a Cancer moon or a Cancer Venus specifically, or even the sun sign, but mostly those two signs. So I'm really feeling that energy, because Cancer is a nurturer. It's a sign that has to do with the home. So Cancer is the mom friend. So they may actually think of you as kind of like a mom friend. If you, just to explain it, regardless of what the relationship is that feeling that you give them. So you're a safe person. And I'm going to be honest with you, if this is someone that has been through a lot before, that is probably the biggest compliment they could give you, that you are a safe person. And I'm saying this as someone that has attachment issues and has been through childhood trauma. When someone is safe and I tell them you are a safe person, I mean it, and it's probably the biggest compliment I could give them. So they see you as safe. Hold on, this is calling to my attention here. So this Three of Swords, very interestingly, I don't remember what this myth is, so I'm gonna have to look that up later. Not look that up, just look at the guidebook, but that doesn't matter right now. What's calling to my attention here is the lightning. So like I said, along with this full moon eclipse, I feel like either they're going to come out of the blue and tell you what they think about you, or if this is like a romantic thing, they will come out and tell you that they are interested in you romantically, and it may feel like it came out of nowhere, like there was no warning. So because the eclipse, it's a rough change. Like the eclipse is very disruptive energy, like a lightning. This is reminding me of the Tower card, which the Tower card is not bad. It's just a sudden, right? So you don't expect it. It can be bad, but it doesn't have to be. Considering it's here though, they may think that you're going to reject them, and that's maybe why they haven't made a move in any way. This regardless of whether it's romantic or not, again, because this could be anyone. So they may feel like they haven't been vulnerable with you before because they're afraid of rejection. They are very, very fucking afraid of rejection. And like, it would hurt them a lot if you rejected them. Now, when I say that, you don't have to accept anyone just because you know that they are gonna feel bad for being rejected. It's always your choice. I want to make that very clear. I'm simply expressing what this person is thinking. This is not objective. This is based on what they think. Nothing of this has to be the truth, okay? Should have explained that in the beginning, but I forgot. Oh, okay. Also, here, you know a lot. They think that you are very smart, because in this card, what's calling my attention is this circle of light behind her head. It looks like the sun, and the sun is illumination. And considering it's on her head, it's reminding me a little bit of the Hanged Man, that in the traditional tarot, it has that little light behind his head. For me, that signifies knowledge. This could be any type of knowledge. They think that you are very knowledgeable, and that somehow, in some way, you know more than them about an area of life, about a subject. They just feel like you're very smart. So that's what I mean in the sense that they look up to you. They look up to you both because either they know or they think that you have been through a lot and come out a very good person, and because they think you're smart, right? Or because, you know, because they think you could help them, but whatever. So it's kind of like they see you as the perfect partner, romantically or platonically. They feel like you're someone that they could have a very good what's the word I'm looking for, connection with. So they do want to be more vulnerable with you. They have just been scared. Can I have 2 more cards, please? I don't know why I want 2 more cards, but I will get them for you. I'm hearing what's the song? Fuck. It's Sacrifice by The Weeknd. That may be a song that you have been hearing recently, or maybe it has a message for you regarding this person. Or maybe they like that song a lot. It's just coming through. Oh, speaking of song, this card has someone playing the violin. With Blossoming, again, this is a card that I really associate with the Empress, because the Empress, well, look at her, she's full of flowers. So it's kind of like they think that from whatever you went through, the pain, all that hurt, you were able to create something beautiful out of it. So they want to be like you in that way, in that sense. They and maybe they think that by being with you, they can kind of learn how to be with you. So you got the 5 of Pentacles. I'm gonna get one more, but this makes sense, especially in the position that it's in, because I was gonna put them like this one here and the next one here, because that's how I do it. So yes, they are afraid of rejection, and they may feel like you may not do this on purpose, but because they have this attachment issue that I'm saying, so they may have like an anxious attachment style, because they have this attachment issue. Maybe you sometimes, maybe you are not as vulnerable many times. So like maybe you are the type of person that helps other people, but you never tell them your problems. So like people tell you their problems, but you never tell them. So you are very empathetic, but it's like you don't share your things. You may tell people what you went through, but you do so more in a detached way. And sometimes when you do that, they feel like maybe you don't like them, and they're afraid of rejection, because this card is being left out in the cold. Oh fuck, this is beautiful. Oh my fucking god. Okay, this person is so wholesome. I'm sorry, it's so cute. So okay, hold on, let me bring this card closer, so because I want you to look at it. So in this card, this little girl right here, she's alone. Obviously, it's the 5 of Pentacles, so she's feeling left out in the cold. She is in the snow, but she has a match that's lit up, and it's like they feel like maybe they were very lost before, but when they met you in one way or another, they felt like you gave them hope. So you gave them hope. So that's why if you reject them, it would hurt them a lot. And again, when I say rejection, it doesn't have to be someone coming forward and saying, hey, I like you, I want to be with you, and you're like, no. Rejection can be many things. It can be you turning them away when they're vulnerable. Rejection, because the feeling of rejection comes from your feelings not being validated or accepted. It can be any type of feeling, okay? And I'm not saying you're doing this on purpose, because I think you don't do it on purpose. It's just that they're very hypersensitive to that type of stuff, especially around you. So let me get one more card for you. What does this person think? Fuck, see what I said? God damn it, it's the Lovers. So this card in this deck, it's the Beauty and the Beast. I just I'm not mad. It's just beautiful, because like I said, they see you as like the perfect connection, like a perfect match. It's right here. So even though I feel like they feel inadequate, because because you're being represented in this reading by the Empress, regardless of whether you're a woman or not. I feel like here in the Lovers card, you are the woman, okay? You're being represented by this figure right here. They may feel, please focus. Excuse me. How dare. There we go. So they may feel inadequate, so like the beast. So they don't feel like, in a sense, they don't feel like you're good, like they're good enough for you, but they're still gonna try to get into your circle, to talk to you, to try to be vulnerable with you. They may have not been courageous enough to do this in the past, especially if you know them, if you've known them for a while, because of their fears, because of their what they have been through. But right now they're getting to a point that they're going to try it even if they're afraid. I'm seeing a Scorpio, so they may have Scorpio in their chart, or you do. Like, I'm not saying a Scorpio, I'm seeing a scorpion, like the animal, not a scorpion. Well, okay. So, but they think that you, that they could find that love and acceptance that they need with you, okay? Again, regardless of the relationship, they just see you as this amazing person. Like, there's not a bad thing that this person could say about you or even think about you. I feel like, hold on, I'm seeing someone using like it's a crystal. It looks like, what is that? Is it an amethyst? Like with the crystal and doing like this, like kind of growing the amethyst and doing this, or whatever that crystal is. It's purple. I don't know why. You may be doing that right now, but that's weird. Okay. Anything else? What does this person think of pile one? I'm gonna get one more card because I can. I'm trying to do this reading like I want to give as much detail as I can find based on what I'm seeing here, because I want it to be, I don't know, more detailed, longer. We'll see. So please, one more card. What does pile one's person think of them? See, I'm not saying you're the popular person. You may be, but again, this is their perspective, their view of you, what they think of you, and they think of themselves more of a person that's in the background, someone that doesn't really like to call attention to themselves, or just they don't receive attention a lot, and that's another reason why they haven't come forward before to be vulnerable with you. Like, they admire you. When I said before that they don't put you on a pedestal, putting someone on a pedestal is kind of worshiping them, but still being like you're unattainable. That's not the case here. They just don't feel like they're good enough, but they're still willing to try. So you are not in a pedestal per se. Okay, I would get that immediately if that were the case. So can I have one more full pile one, please? Like I said, this person is not very like, no. See, I was gonna say this one's the Seven of Swords. They are not very open. Like, even trying to get what they think of you is proving to be difficult, because I had to shuffle a lot, and this deck is not, it's new. I mean, it shuffles beautifully, so it shouldn't take that long. So the Seven of Swords, they're secretive. Now, this is not necessarily bad. I feel like it's exactly because they don't really trust people easily, because they have been, oh shit, like, remember what I said about the how an animal acts when they're afraid? Look at this. Please focus. They need to see that. So that is a wolf, I suppose? A coyote. Okay. You see what it's doing? So it's holding that and it's against the rock. It's exactly what I described before. Holy shit. So they kind of feel like that, or they felt like that. They don't think you're evil in any way, because I'm seeing this shadow right here. That's not the case. They feel like that towards the world. So they kind of had to figure out if you were safe before they said anything. But also with the Seven of Swords, talking about what they think of you. Like I said, they think you're very smart. You may be very sarcastic. You may be also kind of like may have a sharp tongue as well. Even if you're very empathetic, you may have like this very sharp tongue and mind. So it's kind of like maybe recently they saw this other side of you, and it's not that they didn't like it or that it's more like they didn't know that it was there, and that taken may have taken them off guard at first, but it's not necessarily bad. I know the Seven of Swords it's usually a negative card along with the Three of Swords, but considering the theme of the reading, I am interpreting it in a specific way, okay? Especially because this is what they think of you. I don't think they see you as untrustworthy or deceitful. It's more like they think you are sly. It's a coyote. So here with the coyote, this I remember that I read this in the book. It was saying how the coyote was very smart, smarter than this evil thing. I forgot what it was. So the coyote won because they were very smart. They were sly. They were astute. Is that even a fucking word in English? I don't remember. But yes. So anything else that this person thinks of pile 1? Yeah, if they come forward with you, they want to, of course they want to, they're thinking about coming forward, but it doesn't mean that they will. That is a completely different reading. I'm derailing from that. But if they do come forward, like they're thinking about doing, they want to, apart from working with you towards healing themselves and maybe even towards healing you, they want to help you as well. So they want to build something beautiful with you, because with this blossoming and this Empress here, there are a lot of flowers. There's this I feel like they're very important. It's oh, and even with the Lovers, I forgot the Lovers was here. Completely forgot it was right there. So there are roses here. These are roses as well. There are more flowers here. There's a ton of flowers. Her skirt is made of flowers. So they may want to take their time, and even if they come on suddenly, to express what they think about you and what they feel and come forward to be vulnerable. They don't want to rush into, like, they don't want to trauma dump all that stuff on you, right? They want to have a reciprocal relationship with you, any type of relationship, and they don't want to force it. So they want to take it slow, especially because they have those trust issues. So they are not in a hurry, except like in the beginning. So they may come on forward, but they'll be like, they're gonna be calmer afterwards. But it's like, it's driving me crazy. It's driving them crazy. I said driving me as if it was them. Crazy that they want to have a deeper relationship with you, but they are afraid because they are afraid of you rejecting them. Like I said, the rejection is the biggest issue here. So they may hold back a lot, and they're tired of holding back because they're afraid, if that makes sense. So they're gonna find the courage, I think, soon. And look out for cardinals. Cardinals are a sign of, I've heard that when you see 2 cardinals, it means that a lover is coming. So look out for 2 cardinals. Well, not look out. You're going to find them. If this is for you, you're going to find them. They're gonna literally fly in front of you, and when you don't even remember the reading. Okay, so yeah, this it's very sad though, because I feel like they've been through a lot. So they think they found someone safe in you, but again, this is their perspective. So it may not be a fact to the situation, or you may not feel ready to be this person for them, and that's completely okay. All right, I just want to clarify, because I like clarifying that type of stuff with these kinds of readings, that no matter what another person thinks or feels of or has gone through, you are not obligated to do what they want. Right, what they would want from you. You're not obligated to do that. It's up to you. It's your life. Okay, so that's all I have for you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to, because I do put out new videos every Sunday at 12 p.m. EST. Also, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I do all my updates about the channel over there, and I sometimes post readings. If you want to buy me a coffee, I have my Venmo and my Cash App in the description down below. It is never expected, but it is always very appreciated. I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and much, much love to you. Bye-bye. Hello for you, pile 2 with the bumblebee. This is your reading. I'm going to place that right there. So this is your oracle. I'm going to shuffle your tarot now. If you want to skip my shuffling, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to put a timestamp in the description below. If I do say something that relates to the message while I'm shuffling, I will signal it in the timestamp, okay? So next to it, I'm going to say it. So let me just get into this, and I'm going to see your dice later. So you got step out of your comfort zone. Thunder moon. Change. Ooh. So let's see what your person, whoever they are, let's see what they think of you. What does pile 2? Ooh, just one, please. What does pile 2's person think of them? Nine of Swords. Interesting. What does pile 2's person think of them? Page of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Huh. Let's see your dice. So you got, ooh, 2, 3, 3. So I'm just gonna move this here. So for your dice, you can look up the number 233, or you can look each number individually, you know, the numerology, to see what comes up for you. If you have been seeing 33 recently, that's also a sign for you. Okay, so you got some very interesting cards. I'll get more cards later, but I'm gonna be working with these ones first. So the first thing that came to mind here, like, there's a lot of change here. So you got the step out of your comfort zone, which is the North Node, and then Thunder Moon change number 35, and then you got this. This card is not necessarily about change, but I'm seeing the difference between this card and these other two. So this person, whoever they are not content with whatever relationship you guys have right now. They are not, they want something different. Now, this is not necessarily bad, because what I'm seeing here is that they want something more stable. Right now, this energy of the Nine of Swords, is anxiety, nightmares, depression, fear, sadness, all of that. But this one is right here. I don't necessarily read past, present, and future, but I do take note of where the cards are, okay? So I feel like this person, this is talking more about them than you, actually. They're just not content with the actual, with the reality of the situation right now, or at least what they think in their head. So they're very much, they may be an overthinker, actually, because I feel like a lot of thoughts are running through my head as I'm doing this reading, and I cleansed. And they can't, that's why I don't, that's maybe why I'm not getting a lot about what they think of you. So let me get more cards. It's like they are up in their head a lot, and they think a lot about their future with you. I said in the beginning, it doesn't matter what the relationship you have, this person has to you is. It doesn't matter if they're a family member, if this is someone that you are, or they are maybe romantically interested in you. This applies to anything, so take it as it resonates, okay? But they are, they think about that a lot. They may even make up like fake scenarios, like daydream about your connection, maybe things they should have said or said in the past that wherein I don't think they said good things in the past if you have known them for a while. So they overthink that a lot, and they kind of want to change in the situation right now. So let me get more for you, because this is very interesting. They do see you as someone stable, because we got the Page of Pentacles and then the King of Pentacles, which is actually an evolution, right? So because the page is it's the first of the court cards, so it's the lowest in rank, right? So we got the page, and then we jump to the King of Pentacles. So I feel like they see you as someone who is or they could be stable with. They do see you more as this King of Pentacles energy, who is someone very, they see you as responsible. They see you as like you got your shit together and they don't. That's what it feels like. Like you have your shit together and they don't. How do they see you? 8 of Swords. Yeah. They're kind of stuck between, okay, so I really feel like you have like you've known this person for a while and they're kind of, and maybe you changed. So let's say that you changed, right? For whatever reason, maybe you guys went your separate ways for a while and then you met again right now and they kind of don't recognize it because you changed, and they're kind of stuck between that version they had in their minds of you before and the person you are right now. So and they don't know, it's like it's hard for them to let go of the past, if that makes sense. I don't know if you had a previous, this is about a relationship, I don't know if you had a previous relationship with this person, so maybe they're an ex of yours. I'm gonna be honest, this person feels like they're very much in their head, so it's not like they do think about you, but it's like it's in relation to other things, and those are the things they race through. Let me get one more. What does pile 2's person think of them? Yeah. That's a 2 of Cups. Can I get one more? I feel like... Oh. That's the 4 of Swords. Yeah. I don't feel... This person, they, with the 2 of Cups, they see you as someone they want to be with. They see you as someone they want to have some type of connection with, an emotional connection. This is, again, take it as it resonates, whatever type of connection you need. But at the same time, like, they think they don't have a chance with you. And maybe they don't, especially if they are an ex or someone who hurt you in the past. They don't think they have a chance with you anymore, because like I said, I feel like they see you as this stable person versus their unstable self, because I'm gonna say they're unstable. It definitely looks like that, especially with these cards and all that overthinking energy that I'm feeling here. So I'm gonna show you, because this is calling to my attention right now. So I'm going to bring that closer. So this one is a thunder moon. So what I want to show you is the woman. So the woman there, she is with her feet against, I think that's a planet, I'm not sure. But she is fully calm in this storm. She's very calm. She's just there. So I feel like in the past and right now, they think of you as someone who is able to withstand the storm, and they can't. So there's a certain level of envy here, and I'm not saying they wish, I don't mean envy like they want what you have and so they wish harm upon you. That's not what I mean. It's more like they're envious of that you can do the things they can't, but it doesn't make them feel like they want harm. They want to bring you harm or for you to be harmed. It's more like it attracts them to you because you are like this, because you are stable despite everything, and you have been able to grow and flourish despite everything. Maybe you guys even went through similar things in your life, and then they're like, well, I don't know how this person turned out like this when I did the complete opposite. So in a way, they're very conflicted, because I feel like you, when they think of you, it brings them a lot of memories, both related and unrelated to you. So you kind of trigger them. I'm not gonna lie. How much Aquarius and Capricorn do you have in your chart, huh? But you kind of like, you do trigger them in a way. They don't think like they don't hate you and they don't dislike you. Quite the opposite, obviously, because we have that Two of Cups here. But it's like a tug of war. Like they're not they're kind of, like I said, like stuck between one side, like the past version of you, or maybe this version of themselves, and the actual version of you, or just you in general. So they want to, like, with this Two of Cups, maybe, like I said, I feel like they may want to be with you, have this emotional connection with you, but they don't feel like they have any type of chance, because this Four of Swords, I said this before because it came out in the other reading, this card, the way it's depicting the Four of Swords, I don't interpret it as I usually do, because the Four of Swords I usually go, this is rest, this is rejuvenation, this is a break that you need to take because you have to recover from wounds, but I always see it as more of a something that you decided to do for yourself. But in the depiction of this card, the wolf, this is the god Fenrir, maybe? I can't say his name, I'm so sorry. I have to look that up. It's probably disrespectful. He is tied up and he has a piece of a sword in his mouth. So this is not him willingly resting or willingly healing. He has been forced to do this because he can't go anywhere. So it really feels like an impossible... It feels impossible in a way to get to you. Maybe I feel like it's more as a result of, if you have known them for a while, what they said and did in the past. And maybe that's the case. Like, I remember this is just them thinking. It doesn't have to be the truth, but so that's why I'm throwing out like alternatives, because this is like their just the way they see things, the way they think about it. And the other thing here with this Two of Cups is that this is Gilgamesh, and I forgot his name, and I can't, sorry, but they're equals, right? But the thing is that you're not gonna die, but I'm saying, like, in the myth, I'm pretty sure he dies, and so Gilgamesh goes insane and whatever. So it's almost like this emotional connection is here, or they want it to be there, but it feels like it's not going to happen, or it's not going to last, or maybe it was there and it didn't last. So there's a certain level of... It's not desperation. What's the word that I'm looking for? There's a certain level of catastrophe here. Like, I know the change is there and it's the thunder, but is this... The way they think about this is very catastrophic. It's very anxiety ridden. So when they think of you, they are very overwhelmed with a lot of anxiety and thoughts. But it's not your fault at all. It's more like it's them. So like, can I please get past the anxiety and get told what they think of pile 2? Like, give me something apart from the stable part, right? They may have seen you also, like, based on this, like I said, like, you grew from the page to the king. So they know you changed, and not only changed, you evolved for the better. So you bettered yourself, right? And that is very, like I said, it's very attractive to them in whatever way you want to take that. It's just something that they think is good and they would like to do it as well. So what does this person think of pile 2? I just want some more, because, like, let me get past the anxiety. Let me see what this person... King of Wands. Yep, I did it. I was gonna say, when I say let me see what this person is, I was like, oh, I touched I call it a thread of energy. It felt like I made the connection. So that's a King of Wands. So if this is not a romantic relationship, forget about this. If it is, or if this is someone that you think could harbor emotional feelings for you, I think they do, obviously, but they also have a lot of sexual feelings, because I have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands, the thing with the wands is that it's a phallic symbol. So this is a suit that it holds a lot of sexual energy. So I'm pretty sure I forgot what this card was, but it looks like a peacock. Do I need to explain? What do they think of you? No. Well, should I? I was gonna put it back because I didn't come out. That's the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I did say, I'm just gonna leave it there because I didn't fully come out. But with the Eight of Pentacles, they see you as someone who's very hardworking. They really see you as someone that hustles and puts in the work to, you put in the work. They think that you put in the work to have what it is that you have, whether physically or not, because sometimes having is not exactly about having material things. Although the Suit of Pentacles is about that mostly, but it's like you have the peace of mind that they don't, or at least you seem like you do. You have more resources than they do, or they think that you do, right? But they do hold a lot of sexual energy. If this is someone that you are asking about that could be romantically or sexually interested in you, they do. They are very sexually interested if that's the case. So oh my goodness, bro. Well, hold on, because half of the cards flew out. And now I have 3 here that I'm going to use. There are 3 more on the floor. 3 and 3. See, like 3 and 3. Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I'm not going to pull all of them. But the ones that fell on the floor are the 3 of Swords, the 4 of Wands, and the Magician. I just, like, didn't I say that they think that you have more resources in them in some way? Or, like, you are more capable of using your resources and creating what it is that you want than them. And look at this. So this is the 3 of Swords, the 4 of Wands. This is like a complete dichotomy here, because the 3 of Swords is about heartbreak, but then the 4 of Wands is literally a marriage. Like, that's a marriage right there, this one. So they are very conflicted. It may have been me, but it's so weird because you got 3 and 3 and then 3 fell on the floor and then the other 3. So I'm going to look at this real quick. So you got, what? Oh, so you got the 5 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. See what I mean about the conflicts? Like, the 5 of Wands is a card of conflict along with the 5 of Swords, but like, this is not you versus them. This is them versus themselves. Like, they're like, I'm pretty sure these are brothers, like in the card, but they look very similar. So for me, these are different versions of this person kind of battling with the idea of, because like I said, they feel like they do not have this chance with you. Bro, chill. Like, maybe they don't, but it's like they're agonizing over this. It's such a frantic energy. And then the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, you got the Queen and the King. So to a certain extent, again, with the 2 of Cups, they see you as someone who could be their counterpart. But then on the flip side, they're like, no, I couldn't. Like, that's not possible. So, like, if you have ever, like, I'm pretty sure you have talked to them, but like, if you have ever talked to them, and then after you said something, they shut up and they kind of seem like they're lost in thought, they have been thinking about that one interaction 100 times and all the ways they could have responded, but they didn't. And it's so weird to me that that's the case. And to a certain degree, they could feel like they could feel like you are cold towards them, but which understandable if they were an asshole to you before. But like, they don't think that if they come forward to express the fact that they would like to maybe be with you or form an emotional connection with you in some way, they feel like you will cut them off and not let them, but I don't think they're that far off from the truth. They could be. But for many of you, I don't feel like they are thinking erroneously. I feel like you really wouldn't give this person a chance, especially if they are an ex. I usually say that if someone is an ex, they're an ex for a reason. So, which is why I don't do like ex readings. So when they come through, I'm surprised because I usually don't get this energy. But yeah, they do hold this sexual energy towards you. So in their jungle of of thoughts in their mess of a brain, they do have they do think of you as someone they would like to be with sexually, emotionally, if that applies, obviously. This is not about like sexually. This could be about they think of you as someone who is very creative, someone who like you hold you wear your heart on your sleeve, and you create what you create here. Whatever it is that you create in your life, you do it with passion and with purpose. And to a point, again, I don't feel like they don't think they're a match for you. They think like you could be, but maybe you told them that you weren't. Or I don't mean match in this sense. I mean a match in the sense that they think you are much more skilled and advanced than they are, while still retaining this hope for being your emotional match, like in some type of relationship. Okay, this is such an interesting reading. It almost makes no sense. It's almost like their energy is confusing me even more. Oh, yep. See, this is at the bottom of the deck. I was just gonna, I don't know what I was gonna do. I just grabbed it. So this is the Five of Cups. Yeah, they're not their past is fucking them up. Whether that's their past with you or not. Yeah. Any final thing that this person thinks about Pile 2? This was an interesting reading. It definitely feels like a frantic, I don't know, it's such a weird energy. In a sense, this is very interesting. So in a sense, they think of you as, they think that you could be a gentle person, but at the same time that you could be, I heard executioner. I'm not even lying. Like, not literally, obviously, well, maybe, but like, it's like they think about all the versions of you they could get if they tried to talk to you, if you're not talking to them right now. So, yep, the Sun. Deep down, like, at the end of the day, they hold a certain sense of hope in the situation, although it's not at the forefront of their mind usually. They also see you with the Sun. You're a joy, honestly. Like, regardless of all the weird shit that just came through about their brain, they think you are. It would be like a joy to actually have you in their life like this, like with the emotional connection that they think you are creative, very in touch with your inner child, which I think is also why they see you as stable here, because you have, I'm hearing, tamed the part of yourself that they haven't, and it's like they want you, but they feel threatened by you at the same time. That's the, like, I finally found the words to explain. So they find you intimidating because of all of this. But it's so weird. So they may try to come forward, considering I have the North Node here and this change. Because like I said in the beginning, they're not content with the situation between you two as it is. So they may try to come forward. When that, if or when that happens, it's fully up to you. You don't have to worry about their anxiety in that sense. Because if, for example, this is someone that you separated from for a reason, I'm not saying that you shouldn't hear them out. I'm saying that you shouldn't like the fact that you are going to know what they think deter you from making the right decision for yourself. This is similar to pile one that I like. I said that I like to tell you this type of stuff because when you have a more intimate look at another person's psyche, it can sway you a little bit from making the correct decision for yourself out of pity or out of guilt. And I know that because it has happened to me, so that's why I like to hammer it in every time I get a reading like this, that regardless of what they do, again, this is up to you, and at the end of the day, it's only what they think. This is only what they think. It may not fit reality, okay? This is simply what's going on in their heads, and in their heads there's a lot going on, okay? But mostly I think they have a very positive, they think of you in a positive way. They just find you very threatening and triggering in other ways, which is interesting. But yeah, that's what they think of you, and they think a lot. All right, so that's all I have for you. Please like, comment, share, subscribe if you feel called to, because I do put out new videos every Sunday at 12 p.m. EST. Also, go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you want. I do all my updates about the channel over there, and I post other readings there occasionally, right? So if you want to buy me a coffee, I have my Venmo and my Cash App in the description down below. It is never expected, but it is always very appreciated. I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and much, much love to you. Bye-bye. Hello for your pile 3 with the bluebird. This is your reading. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to put a timestamp in the description so you can skip my shuffling. If I do say something that relates to the message while I'm shuffling, I will indicate it next to the timestamp, okay? So let me just get into your cards. So you are good enough, full moon in Virgo, and then waning Jiva's moon, self-reflection number 17. What does pile 3's person think of them? What do they think of you? What do they think? 6 of Swords. King of Swords. Oops. King of Wands. Interesting. Let me get your numbers. 2, 5, 6. So with your numbers, you can look these up. Sirens. You can look these up separately for numerology, so you may want to look up the 2, then the 5, then the 6, or you can look at 256 together like that if you want to. This may be important for you, especially the 6, because we have the 6 of Swords here as well. So let's see what your person thinks of you. This one is very interesting to me because to a certain extent, no, that's incorrect. Sorry, I was thinking about something and then I understood what's going on. So this person, first of all, they think that they really fucking want to talk to you. I was gonna say in the beginning, but I didn't, because I just wanted to get the first cards out, that it gave me kind of this is a crush. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Or, like, they get giddy when they talk to you, this person. And they think that you are very, how do I say this? Is spicy the right word? Have they used that word before to describe you? Because it feels like they think feisty. Got the word. Okay. So they think you're feisty, and they like that, to be honest. So, like I said, this feels almost like a crush. Before I said no, I was gonna say that to an extent they think they lost you, but then they said like no. I'm still gonna mention it just in case, because sometimes I get 2 different reads from the same cards because there are different energies here, and I want to acknowledge them in case they're important for you. So this person, if that applies to you, they think they lost you for some reason, but they still want to communicate with you. If that's not the case for you, it doesn't matter. They still want to communicate with you. They really do want to talk to you. This may be, I'm getting the feeling that this person, when they see you, they kind of follow you around. Not like in a stalker way. Like in a, if they see you in a room, they go up to you and they start talking to you. And like if they see you somewhere, they will go talk to you. And sometimes they're in a crowd and somehow they fucking find you and you're like, how the fuck? How did you even see me, bro? They saw you because they really want to talk to you. Like their spider senses are tingling. So I haven't even gotten all the cards. I shuffled the initial ones, but I want to get more, but I'm gonna keep talking in the meantime while I get messages. So although this card says self-reflection, they think that that you're both very similar, because like you can see here, there is the mirror. So they think you both are like-minded people. You might actually be, but again, because this is what they think, it may not be accurate to reality. This is just the way they perceive it, right? So that's what I'm tapping into, just letting you know. So what does pile 3's person think of them? If you're a writer and you have let them read your stories, they felt very like it was an honor to read what you wrote, and they definitely want to read more again. They also may write you something. It's maybe a letter, but it's 2022. Let's be honest. It's probably a text message. It could be. This Four of Swords has come out in every reading, and I shuffle like crazy. I'm not even like, are you serious? I've shuffled so much, like on camera and off camera. What card is that? The Hermit. Okay. All right. This Four of Swords, I swear, why is everyone feeling so stuck? Is there like an astrological thing going on that I'm not aware of? Because this is insane. So Four of Swords, the Hermit, what do they in terms of what they think of you? You're kind of elusive. Maybe that's why they try to talk to you the moment they see you, because they think like they don't think they have had enough times to talk to you, and like they feel like it doesn't matter if you talk to them for an entire day. They feel like that's not enough yet. So they may not be able to get an accurate feel about you all the time, because you may be someone that is not that you're closed off. You may be someone that's very private, and this person may talk a lot. Like they talk a lot. And they try to get to know you, but you may give like short answers and stuff like that, which I don't hold it against you. You do whatever you want, okay? Some are people of few words, some are people of a lot of words, and that's it. Maybe that's why they think that you, in a sense, would do well in whatever type of relationship they're pursuing. It feels like a crush. So this Four of Swords, I don't even know what to think about it anymore. Maybe you took a recent break and they haven't seen you in a bit. So they're thinking about how they're even going to see you again, or when, or like I'm hearing like for some of you, they may even be considering coming to visit you in your home or whatever. Maybe you've been sick, and they haven't seen you in a bit. So maybe you live in like separate countries or cities, or there's different parts of town, right? And the Tower, excuse me? That's interesting. What the fuck was that? Did you hear that? I don't know if you heard that. Like, I have no idea. Something fell outside the moment I said the Tower. Holy shit. Okay. So, like, they may come to your house. This Tower card is the story of Rapunzel. Like, that's her house. Literally. Like, sometimes when I see the Tower card, I'm like, okay, someone made the tower and it's there for something else. But, like, with the Rapunzel, this is her house. And I just heard that fucking loud bang outside, like something fell. So, like, when I say they may show up at your house, they may. I'm not getting a creepy vibe from it. I think they're probably going to ask you if that's the case, but just letting you know in advance, right? That's weird. But it's like when you came into their life, whenever it is that you did, they it's like you flipped their life upside down in a way. Not necessarily in a bad way. It was just kind of like, I'm not saying love at first sight. It could have been. They may describe it like that. But it was like, oh, this is a very interesting person. I need to get to know them. Like, it felt like that. So it's all of a sudden like you became into like their main interest, in the sense of they're not exactly thinking of pursuing anyone else, if that makes sense. So you became like the sole object of their attention in this sense, which is should we be concerned about this? I don't think. If there was a creepy vibe, I think I would have felt it, but that's very interesting. With the You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo, if you have known it for a while, like especially like if you were vulnerable enough to show them your writing, if that's something you did, I know you've known them for a bit, right? So you're comfortable to an extent. So they think that maybe that's why they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna show up to their home. Maybe you guys have been like friends for years, like, because like I said, it doesn't feel like a creepy thing, but at the same time this would be creepy with a stranger, right? But I feel like they may be a childhood friend, or someone that at least you've known for a long time, to the point where you're like, where you go to each other's house and you just knock and you're in, like that's it. So you may have told them before, or maybe expressed or showed in some type of way that you don't see yourself like they see you. So they are very insistent on the fact that you are good enough as you are. For them, you're more than enough, honestly, because they really like you. Like, I can't even put it another way. It's just like they may even get angry that you don't value. It's not value. It's like you don't give yourself the hype. I'm hearing hype that they give you. So they actually remind me of someone I know. But it's like they may in a sense, I think you guys could share a lot of similar interests, and or things that you like and dislike. So you may have a lot of those same things. But when it comes to your personalities, you may actually be quite the opposites, because I feel like this person is the more talkative one, or at least the more. I'm literally seeing a meme. This is the second time they've done this to me. So I'm seeing this image of two characters, drawing people, whatever, where one of them is just with a blank face, just standing there, and the other one is with their hands like this and like very excited, like shaking with excitement. I feel like you are like that in that type of dynamic, or you are different in a way that resembles that. Okay, or just they're just showing me maybe to express the contrast between the two of you. But it's like they think you share a certain, I'm gonna say, soul bond. You may not. Like, it feels like that because maybe you have known each other for so long that they personally couldn't be more comfortable. So at some point this seems to have developed into a crush, and maybe they recently also did, like, if you haven't seen each other in a bit for whatever reason, this has made them think and go within and analyze, and maybe this is when they realize that they actually feel something towards you. And so that's why the Tower card is here as well. But in terms of what they think of you, I think I already said, like, you are like, do I even like Why am I hitting mighty? Like, is it mighty? Is the something up? I forgot what the saying is because I can't. Like, I know what the saying is, but I can't remember the actual words. But it's like I think something about mightier is the pen than the swords or something like that, which is interesting because we have the swords right here. So I don't know. They may think you are a very good communicator. Like, even if you are the quiet one of the dynamic, you are very good at communicating what it is that you want to say, what you think, what you feel. They may ramble. Actually, this may be flipped as well. Just remember that because this is a general reading. How do they see pile 3? 3 of Cups. Yeah. Like I said, so the 3 of Cups is a card that I tend to interpret more as a friendly feelings. So even though I feel like there is a crush here again, but they have fun with you. So this is not someone that is awkward around you. They think you're very fun to hang out with. They think you I went like look at it. Hold on. You see the 3 ladies? So you may be in a friend group of 3, but that doesn't have to be the case. But they are dancing in the exact same way, even though they're clearly different because they are wearing different colored clothing. So it was red, green, blue. Fucking hell. I said blue because of the background and my nail. White. So they have fun with you. So they associate a lot of good feelings with you. And this gives me besties energy. So you may actually be best friends. For some of you, and I want to acknowledge it, this may be a same-sex relationship. If it's not, don't worry about it. But for some of you, it is coming through that this may be a same-sex relationship because of this card and these. I don't know why, but it's there. So what does this person think of pile 3? I'm trying to get more information because it's like I want to see more of what they think of you. I want to give you some more. So, the Emperor. Fuck. Okay. Up. Okay, so this is at the bottom of the deck. I just want to show you. This is the 6 of Cups. This is like childhood stuff. Then it talks about the past, but I like that it's 2 children because, like I said, it feels almost like you have been your childhood friends or just have known each other for a long time. So the Emperor, as to what they think of you. Like, that's King Arthur, by the way. Remember how I said that the pen is mightier than the sword? Well, that's the sword right there in the fucking rock. So they think you are very responsible and also very protective. So you may be very protective of them or just of people that you really care about in general. You know how to keep your cool. That's something that they really they think that it may not be the case, but like they think that you do, or at least you keep your cool at times that they wouldn't be able to. They also think that you don't let your armor, you don't let your guard down a lot, in the sense of emotions. Like, you're a good communicator, but they don't think you express all of your feelings. So maybe that's why if they have a crush, they haven't come forward about it, because they may be afraid of making you uncomfortable because they're not sure how to read what you're feeling, because you, like I said, you're good with words. Like, you can communicate what you're feeling when you want to, but most of the time you avoid talking about feelings. Or it's just something that doesn't come up as much in the conversations that you have. Because with the 3 of Cups, even though it's cups, I feel like it's a card of celebration. So it may not be a topic, usually, right? So what else do they think of you? You're fierce. Like, yep. They think you're strong, and like I said in the beginning, they may think that you're feisty, that you have a like fiery, that you are spicy, right? Which is something that I think they really like because they don't see it often, like I said. So this is something that they get to see because you are more comfortable with each other, to us, like more comfortable with each other than either of you would be comfortable with a stranger or with a normal friend. And when I say a normal friend, like I don't mean someone that you are friendly with, but you are not like sharing your life story with. Like you wouldn't show this person your writing. Does that make sense? So they also think that you're very capable. Like if you put your mind to something, they think that you can accomplish it. And sometimes, like at points, you may have said like, I'm going to do this, and they thought to themselves, no, they're not going to, that's impossible, that's gonna take a long time, blah blah, blah, or whatever, but they didn't, maybe they didn't say anything, they may have, but maybe not. And then a few days later you come back, you're like, I did it, and they're like, what? So it feels like actually very Aries energy. Like the Emperor it signifies Aries, but it's very Aries of you in that sense. Or you're just very determined and know what it is that you want out of life. And yeah, anything else? I think that's enough, but I don't know, maybe they have more to say. I don't know. Oop, well, that didn't come out. What do they think of you? I'm seeing a butterfly. That may be a sign for you. Anything else? What do I think of pile 3? Ooh, Ace of Wands. Yeah, remember how I said... Did I say that in the beginning or not? Am I tripping? Did I? I don't remember. But this King of Wands... Now we got the Ace of Wands. Oh shit, I just realized it's a fucking... Like, this is for writing. This is a... Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. Give me a second. So this is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is... Where's the wands? That's the Ace. It's called the Magic Paintbrush. The Magic Paintbrush embodies these qualities with passion and daring. The magical moment right before the ink hits the paper, and all dreams and possibilities are within reach. What did I say? Like, maybe you actually do writing, but they think that you are someone that can accomplish whatever you put your mind to. Like, I just said that shit. It's right there. So it's called the Magic Paintbrush. It's a Chinese folk tale. So yeah, there's that. And also I said in the beginning, if this is a crush, I mentioned this, I think I said it in the beginning, but if I didn't, I'm sorry. I just don't remember, because I mentioned this in the pile previous to this one. When the King of Wands comes through, when it comes to how a person sees you, it may be describing you, but I also tend to interpret it as them having sexual or spicy thoughts about you. And now we got the Ace of Wands and the reason I think that is because the Wands is a phallic symbol, and it usually relates to virility and sexuality, obviously. So, yeah, they may not exactly express this a lot, but it's there. So there it is. Like, I can't believe that came through. So if you are the writer, like, they like the writing. If this is not about writing, they just think that you can do anything you set your mind to, and they believe in you for that, and they support you as well. Even if sometimes they're like, she's not. I said she will. They're not gonna do that. Even if they don't think that you can or that you will, they back you up anyway. Like real bestie energy. Okay, so there is that. I think that's all I have for you. I think we got a lot of stuff. Yep. So that's all I have for you. I just want to mention something. I know the dice are like this. Those two wands are looking at me, so maybe you want to look into number 11. I don't know why they call my attention, but they did. So yeah, That's all I have for you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to, because I do put out new videos every Sunday at 12 p.m. EST. Also, go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you want. I do have my updates up at the channel over there, and I sometimes post readings there as well. If you want to buy me a coffee, I have my Venmo and my Cash App in the description down below. It is never expected, but it is always very appreciated. I wish you the best of luck on your journey, and much, much love to you. Bye-bye.